morning. UH President David Lassner is embarking on his final year as president of the University of Hawaii system after a decade at the helm. I spent time at Hawaii Hall with him today on the Manoa campus to take a look back and what he foresees after he retires at the end of 2024.
For me, it's just time. I have loved this job. It is, all-consuming, as you can imagine, and there are other things that I would love to do that are hard to do while I'm in this job.
The job before you didn't have enough stability, one could say, and just in terms of some of the turmoil that was there over those years.
Right.
What will you be doing in the coming year to ensure that we don't go back to a period like that, that we can have the kind of stability that we had under you?
I hope we can stabilize relationships within the university and with the Board of Regents. I think we have a new board, and I hope we have a great legislative session as well. The House generally treats UH pretty well. Many of the senators are quite supportive of UH, but at the end of the day, the results don't always come out as friendly as we would have hoped.
How can that change?
I think we just have to keep telling our stories. I think maybe if more people go in and talk with senators about the importance of our work. It's not about me or the president. It's really about this university across the state being able to help the people and the communities across the islands.
Well, and ultimately it is about the students.
It's about the students. It's probably the most important institution for the future of the state, and I just hope the community, parents, students, government, legislators can all get behind it, that it doesn't help anyone when the university is hurt.
There's always ebbs and flows in enrollment, depending on the economy and that. What do you foresee for this next year? And also, is there any element that ties into what's going to be needed for Maui and for Maui's recovery and for people who may need to find new directions over there?
So in general, it's interesting. So UH Manoa has been on the upswing for several years with large entering classes and growing enrollment. Maui College actually has an enrollment boost this fall. We're still trying to figure out exactly why, but we are absolutely looking at workforce retraining opportunities on Maui, especially for people who are impacted by the downturn in the visitor industry, and to see if we can help them get into good paying jobs involved with the recovery and rebuilding efforts. So that will largely be based at Maui College. A lot of it will be in the skilled trades, and I think our other community colleges will be helping out with that as well.
I will ask you about athletics. That's a component for a lot of our student athletes' lives, and that's in a lot of flux right now, what we see with Aloha Stadium, with the work going on at Ching Field here as an alternative to that. Does UH have a long and strong future as a D1 football school?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, yeah. We are actively ensuring that we can compete at the highest levels. Our Clarence T.C. Ching Field is a temporary facility. Right now the word from the Aloha Stadium Authority is they expect to be ready for the 2028 football season. So we will happily go back there. We're looking forward to having a great stadium experience and a better financial relationship based on that public-private partnership that they're crafting. I think we'll be able to do better than we were in the old Aloha Stadium, which really was never properly maintained.
That's a good point. And the survival of a D1 football program is actually good for all of the other smaller programs, right?
Absolutely.
Especially women's sports?
Absolutely. So the football program is the largest revenue generator in the athletic department, and the revenue that it generates beyond its cost is what allows us to offer the non-revenue sports. That's mostly women's sports, but women's volleyball is, unlike most universities, is a revenue generator for us.
If you could wave a magic wand and create your replacement, what attributes would that person have?
I'm not going there. That's really up to the Board of Regents.
Okay. You've done the job, though. What skills do you absolutely need to do this job well?
I would say you have to have an appreciation of the importance of higher education, and you have to care about people.